Yo, what is up, dudes? Is it Monday already? It feels like just a week ago we were here looking at the guitar of the week, but it is Monday and we are here with another guitar of the week. And this week, I'm very excited to check this guitar out. Not gonna lie, this guitar's in my wheelhouse. Guitars, you know, a brand I have been playing since the 80s. I have one of these guitars, but I have not played. This is a newer version of it with different pickups, and we'll go over all that. I speak, of course, of Kramer. Yeah, Kramer. We are here with another Kramer. This is well, let's just open it up. Enough talk. Let's just look at it. Let's just see what it is. Got some tape, nothing on the top. We have something on the bottom. I don't think we do. I've been burned. All right, we're going to use the table. Okay. The box lid. All right. Look down here, and we have Kramer stuff. All right there. And the guitar. All right, hold on. You got to get this, and then like this. Hold on. Ooh. You got me. All right. Okay. Sure. Absolutely. Okay, I gotta take that off. Go in there. Are you all ready for this? This is, yoink. We are here. Hold on, I gotta move this. I always do this. I'm very excited to show the guitar, and I forget to move the box out of the way. I'm gonna move the box, gonna move the wrapping. Here we go. There we go. I'm moving back. Hold on. Check that puppy out right there. And right here. Oh, beautiful. In the back. Lovely. There you are. Just wonderful. Well, you know the drill. I need to tune it up. I need to plug it in. We will check it out. I will see you in a sec. All right, we are back. We are back with this awesome nod to the 80s. I remember them back in the 80s. The Showmaster was the name back then. There. Beautiful stuff. Nice neck through. Nice easy access to the claw. Get your wrenches back there. Tough to get in that camera. Get in this camera. Right there. Nice. My style of guitar. I like these. I like these a lot. All right. Let's check the specs. The official name is the Kramer SM1. Of course, SM is for Showmaster. That was the original guitar back in the 80s. So the Kramer SM1 with the Floyd Rose. This is in candy blue. It is also available in an orange crush. Now, there was a third color, a sort of like a galaxy black, but I don't know if they've discontinued it or they just don't carry it any longer, but I don't see that here. I only see the blue and the orange. Let's see. The body is mahogany. The neck is mahogany. The neck style is a K-Speed Slim Taper C. The neck joint is neck through body. Fingerboard is ebony. The fingerboard radius is 14 inches. The scale length is 25.5 inches. It is a Floyd Rose R2 lock nut, which is top mounted. It has 24 medium jumbo frets. The inlays are the HS motif. I believe HS stands for headstock. Right? They're all little mini Kramer headstocks. And the neck pickup is a Seymour Duncan cool rail. The middle pickup is a Seymour Duncan cool rail. The bridge pickup is a Seymour Duncan JB. The controls are master volume with a push-pull coil splitting? I don't think so. I couldn't get mine to work. Is it push-push? No, push-pull. I don't think so. They may have changed that since that was written in I'm getting this guitar, because I don't think that is true. The coil splitting is on this little switch, not push-pull. So I think maybe that's just where they're a little off. It does have coil splitting, but it's this little switch, and they don't mention the switch, I'm realizing, so it's probably just a miss. The volume used to constantly put on the neck pickup, but they got rid of that. So I'm a little bummed to see that go. But that was a different pickup system, too. We'll get into it in a second. The knob is knobs are black chrome. The bridge is a Floyd Rose 1000 series. The machine heads are black die cast. The strap buttons are standard. Color is candy blue. And there you have it. The Kramer SM1. Good looking guitar. Really like that. The neck through. A lot of access up here. A lot of easy access to the upper registers. This looks very, very mod. Very cool. So, you know, back in the 80s, this was Kramer's answer to the Jackson Soloist. And so it was a premium guitar with the neck-through design and a bound fretboard and ebony and all that. So, you know, it was the Showmaster, if I remember correctly, was like one of their most expensive guitars back in the day. We were a Kramer dealer. And I remember the Showmasters being, you know, near the top of the end in terms of, like, pricing. It definitely... and it's got the sculpted body. A lot of the new Jacksons are sort of a flat top. You know, with the neck through. So let's check it out a little bit. This is the bridge pickup. Coil cut. A little bit brighter, but I think when we play it clean, we'll hear it more because I can see the drop off in the meter. Versus all right, here is position 2, which I believe is these two pickups. You know what would be interesting to know? Is there any coil cutting going on here? I don't think so. No, they all seem pretty live. So, in other words, it's 4 coils. These are, humbuckers. Just the middle. Definitely hear more of a single coil quack to it than the bridge, that's for sure. Just the neck. Almost seems a little more powerful than the middle, but I think it's just a little closer. Yeah, Duncan pickups always sound good. Never disappointed in the Duncans. Okay, let's move on to our clean sound. Everybody. How am I doing on my tuning here? Just real quick. Just a tiny bit out. Yeah. Brand new strings on a walking. Not guitars. Always a recipe for frustration. Here we go. We're getting closer. Very close. A little stretched out. Gonna bring these in just a hair. That's pretty good. Alright. It wasn't out by much, but just enough to annoy me. Oh, better. See, there's the coil. I could hit it. So this is full humbucking mode. It's annoying. That's pretty good. The high strings don't, ironically enough, you would think it'd be the high strings from bending, but it's not. Again, this is the bridge. Here's coil cut. Feeling them a little out. Oh, that's better. Here's with the coil cut on in the middle, and then coil cut off in the middle. Definitely hear the strength. This is coil cut on. And then here it is full humbucker. Here is just the middle. Here it gets more quacky as it gets away from the bridge. Here's the middle and the neck. And then just the neck. You can hear it's definitely a little stronger than the middle. So when it's by itself, I feel like it's just a little bit louder, a little stronger. Versus not much, but just a hair. Yeah, all right. Our behave lead, sure. more frets. I tell you, absolutely no fret sprout. Really, really clean size. And really good fret work. In other words, they don't feel sharp in any way. Absolutely. All right, dual heavy rig. I think this guitar, I think they made dual heavy rig for this guitar. What do I want to play All right, let's go back from where we started. Our good old Brit 87, which is actually a pretty good Van Halen tone as well. Pick up cover plastic is getting me a little bit. Yeah. Oh, this is a good one. Wonderful neck. Wonderful playing neck. Wonderful feeling neck. There you are. The whole thing is just, my style of guitar, like these guitars, like an S style. I like a blue guitar. Oh, the list goes. Checks a lot of boxes. Floyd Rose, all that. Ebony fretboard. Single, double. Just the California setup alone with the HSS, even though it's really HHH. But listen, this is why we can't have nice things, okay? Just go along with it. Oh, I love it. All right, the Kramer SM1 is the guitar of the week. And like every guitar of the week, there will be a link in the description for specs I might have missed, pricing, availability, etc., etc. All right, dudes, as always, thank you so much for hanging out, and rock on.